Hi, it's Rachael O'Connor. I'm the Principal Psychologist and Director of the Therapy Spot here at Palm Beach on the beautiful Gold Coast. How are you all today? I'm haven't been blogging for the last 2 weeks and I apologise for that. I had a week off, which was really nice, and the week before was a bit of a surprising week. So I was trying to think about what would be a good title for this blog today, and it's the best thing I can come up with is, what do you do when the rug gets pulled out from under you, or maybe when the shit hits the fan? I, as you know, run a business, so the Therapy Spot is the business that I run, and although I'm very, very focused on the work that I do, I also have to make sure that we do all the things that make us compliant to be a business. So recently I have been training a new staff member, and I spent 3 weeks with them, training them, spending lots of time with them, and perhaps not looking after myself so well, so not really practicing what I preach. So I was spending my lunch breaks teaching her, spending time before and after work, and any break I had answering any questions, and then sitting down and going through all the modules and all those sorts of things. And I felt it was going really well, and she was beginning to get to a point where she was ready to fly. I hadn't even actually announced to you guys that we had a new staff member, so you don't even know who this is, which is good. And I was about to go because we were nearly ready for her to fly. So when you come onto the Therapy Spot, it's really important to me that you are consistent with how you treat our clients, that our values, treating everybody with kindness and compassion, making them feel welcome and warm, making sure that you are aware of all the procedures around confidentiality and the ethical guidelines for psychologists, and how we run our practice is all under your belt, so you are happy to go forth and do that. So I had booked my first week's holiday this year. Or maybe I had a week. Oh no, I stopped for the Commonwealth Games. So my first week's holiday in, I don't know, 4 months or so. And so I was like, it's all right, I'll keep going hard and fast. I'll get this training done because I've got a week's holiday and I can rest and recoup and recover. So the Friday before I went on leave, in the morning, I got a text saying, please call me, from this staff member, and I called them, and they told me that they didn't want to continue with their employment. So after spending all that time and investment and energy and running myself a bit to the end, that's what happened. So when someone leaves a psychology practice because of all of our ethical guidelines and things like that, there's quite a few procedures we have to follow. So that day I'd come in to wrap things up, to get ready to go on leave, make sure that all my reports were up to date, that everybody was happily and settled, and all the accounting was done and all those sorts of things. So I had a good 6 or 7 hours of work in front of me of admin. So when I got that news, it kind of threw everything out the window, and I just went, oh no. So all the things that I thought I had in place so I could go on leave, and when I came back there'd be, things would be easy, all disappeared. So now I have to look at recruiting some more staff and making sure I get someone that wants to stay. I want you to know, this staff member, it's not her fault at all. I'm not angry with her. It was something out of her control, and there's no issues, but it's just the consequence of dealing with what's happened. So what do you do? What do you do when you've done all the right things, or you think you've done all the right things, and then suddenly, bang, it's all gone. Well, emotion rises, but sometimes you can get angry, and you can get, the other thing you can do is internalize it, so get very, why is this happening to me? Why is the world treating me this way? Everything I try and do doesn't work, so you can get some of those thoughts going on. You can get sad and go, oh no. I think recently I was working with one of my other colleagues, and they had something similar happen to them, but perhaps on a much grander scale. And I said to her, you're really good at what you do, and this will all sort out. The best thing that you can do is just keep being yourself and keep doing the best that you can, because you'll just shine. You'll shine bright like a diamond, like Rihanna. So I gave myself, well, after a day of running around madly and sorting things out and changing passwords and all that sort of stuff, which we have to do, I kind of gave myself a day or two to feel those feelings, and because sometimes you feel those feelings, and then it was time to kind of put my head up and deal with what's going on. So what do we do when the shit hits the fan? We feel the feelings, we focus forward, we think about what's important, and we connect with our values. So the therapy spot's not going anywhere. I just need to find, I needed to find someone else to fill that place. So I actually spoke to someone today, and looks okay. So we'll be doing a bit of training and some trials. I need to learn to not work myself too hard, and to make sure that I don't make that mistake again, and I need to ensure that the person that I have is motivated and keen to be here before I invest a lot of time and education in them. So I'm going to take my own advice, and I'm just going to keep shining bright and doing the work that's important and moving forward. So if I stay in that emotion focused anger or rumination space, I can't move forward. If it keeps going round and round, I'm like, oh, why did I lose all that time? Blah, blah, blah. Why does this happen to me? I'm so angry. I have no time to train someone else. How can this happen? Oh my God, everything's going to go to the ceiling. But it's not really. We can cope with what we need to do. We can cope with all of the things that need to happen. We can do what I want to do. The accounts can wait. They're not core business. I mean, it's important to get paid, but the accounts can be sorted and all the extra stuff can be done. So it just means that we have to retrain and re-go, but we keep being therapists and we keep doing our work, and this is all wonderful. So you can stop and feel those emotions for a little while, but don't stay there. The longer you stay in that space, the longer you'll stay stuck. The longer you stay stuck, the longer it's going to be before you can reach a resolution and start solving the problem and start building that life that I talk about, that rich, full and meaningful life that we try and work towards. That meaningful life's not going to come when you're angry or you're ruminating on the unfairness of life. Often life isn't unfair, and the interesting thing about staff, as I'm learning, is that they can do things that you don't expect at all. So the other thing I'm doing around training staff is I'm making sure that I write my manuals very thoroughly, so I don't have to repeat everything over and over. So my idea was I would train one person who would then train other people moving forward, but that person I put all that investment into has left. So I need to do something that makes that ensures that the training modules that I deliver and sort for my staff can be easily replicated either through video or through a manual. So that's what we do. What do? We stop. I think I'm repeating myself. So moving forward, move beyond the emotion, move beyond the negative rumination, connect with your values, what's important, make a plan, and the other thing we do is work out what can I do differently to ensure this doesn't happen again. Sometimes there's nothing you can do differently. Sometimes things just happen because they do. Just keep moving forward. Well, it's Rachael O'Connor on the spot at the therapy spot. I've been talking for quite some time. I hope you all have a lovely weekend. It's Friday here, and although it's been a little cold, it's actually looking sunny outside, so I'm hopeful for some sunshine and warm weather. See you all next time.